Hi, Colleen Adrian here. I want to talk today a little bit about how I believe boredom is really related a little bit, not completely, but it can be related to screen time. And that's not to say that it's causing it or to say screen time is all bad. So I hope you'll just bear with me and hear me out here. I was watching a little short video clip, a reel on Instagram the other day, and the gentleman who was speaking was talking about how some of us are among the last generation to know what life was like before the internet, right? And I started thinking about that, and he was talking a little bit about how, you know, people in some ways and in some cases have become less connected to themselves or less able to tolerate being alone with themselves. And we don't yet know what the impact of the internet and screen time is going to have on humanity as a whole. And I don't say that to be negative about screen time. I'm here, talking to the screen to connect with you. I don't think it's all bad, but I want to make a particular point here about how it can be linked to boredom and what that means for us as parents who want to support our kids with their creativity. So I think that there is the potential for kids to have a lot of easily available entertainment that doesn't allow them or enable them to spend what I consider to be very valuable time sometimes, just a little bit on their own. And I don't mean like alone without us as parents, maybe, in the other room doing our work or making dinner or whatever. What I mean is that sort of tendency to want instant gratification that we all can gravitate towards sometimes, myself included. It's sometimes easier for me to, pick up my phone and look at Instagram than it is to think, to sit quietly for a little bit till I realize, oh yeah, maybe I'd like to pick up my knitting, or maybe I'd like to start a new project, with my fabric dyeing or one of the creative things that I do. So what I want to suggest to you today is that as I have in another video that I'll link below, but I'm going to expand a bit on what you can do with your child if they're bored. Boredom can serve a purpose of helping us to notice that maybe our body is slowing down, or there isn't sort of some instant incoming stimulus right this minute. But if we can wait or pause for a few moments until something else comes in, something else will come in, right? And often it's something creative. So, what I encourage you to do with your kids, if this resonates with you, and if helping them stay connected to themselves and their creativity feels important to you, I encourage you that sometimes when they're bored, to just encourage them to sit quietly and to wait until something comes in. And that's what I said in a previous video. I used to say to my son, boredom means that you're a little bit disconnected from yourself. Hop up onto the sofa and something will come in. And it always did. He usually wasn't on the sofa for more than a minute or two before he had an idea about something that he wanted to do, and he was off and running. I want to expand on that a little bit today and say, if your child is kind of resistant or they're cranky about that, other things that you could do that might help them to just kind of reconnect with themselves until they get going. Movement can help. Some people need to be moving or things come to them. And I'm actually one of those people. I'm a kinesthetic learner. Ideas sometimes come to me when I'm out walking, right? And so I used to carry a notepad with me. Now I carry my iPhone with me and I'll voice record something, even ideas for videos to do here on my YouTube channel. Other things that can be helpful or that you could do with your child. help them to do what's called orienting in nervous system regulation. And I wouldn't call it orienting. I'd play a game with them. I'd say, what do you notice in the room that's your favorite thing? Tell me about it, right? What color is it? And then play a little game, make it light. And you can take turns noticing something. Maybe I'll notice the painting over there. And, my favorite color in that painting is that kind of copper color of the bark of the arbutus tree. So doing something that supports them to reconnect with their sensory awareness, what they see, what they feel, how soft the kitty is or the dog if you have a pet. Something that helps them to reconnect with their body and just kind of slows things down a little bit can also potentially help them to get connected with their body enough that they'll hop up and be off and running and finding something else creative to do. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening. Again, if you have questions, pop them, or you'd love to share your experience with this, I'd love to hear them down below. Thank you.